Welcome to part 5 and the final segment of our beginner tutorials. In this video, we'll discuss the quest description, having the mob drop items required for the quest, how to make a locked door and unlock it, make a short run to show the mob drop items and locked door in operation. We removed the 2 bags that we had in our quest as they are no longer required. Run through our complete storyline. Hopefully it will piece together some questions that you may have had. Rename our invisible wall to a proper name and then publish our quest for player to consume. Sounds like a lot, but we'll do it quickly. Let's get to it. Okay, quest description. The description should lay the foundation for your quest. Also, it provides the following details. Length of the quest. Some players don't have a lot of time to play. The level of your quest can also include the number of players required to play your quest. The type of quest. For this one I chose combat. It can be completed solo, hidden encounters as I used ambushes, and the boss may be difficult. Tags. There's been a great debate on the forums about this. These are used for players to search for certain types of quests that they would like to play. And then any notes of interest for the player. Remember, these are only suggestions and are not required, but these will help the players choose the proper quest for them to play. Next, the 2 items that the mobs drop. The key to exit the sewers is dropped by the mobs guarding the portal, and the ring, which is dropped by the boss. Let's talk about the key first. So they get the exit door key. It's dropped by the guards. In our particular case, let's go to layout. And it's right here, boss room guards. Let's scroll in so we can get a better view. And that's the encounter there. So let's go back. So let's click on get exit door key. You need to put in the quest text here. That's what shows up in your quest tracker. A small key bag, we'll get to that in a minute. Enter in the text that they'll see when they hover the mouse over it. And the animation. So kneeling down, short, the key that comes out of the bag. Next is the bag that comes off of the bandit leader, Balaam. And in that bag, again, quest text. Small bag, shows you where we placed it on the map. Let's give it an animation. We didn't do that earlier. So interact, kneeling low, okay. And you can see here you get the ring out of the bag. That's it. So the unlocked door. Let's have a look here. There's the quest text for them to unlock the door. And we use the interact object that we called unlock door, which is an invisible wall, and then we set the animation medium, and they require to have this silver bound key to unlock it, which is right here. We'll get rid of those 2 bags as well. That's the key we need to unlock the door. So let's discuss how we make the exit door and how we unlock it. So basically we need to go here to let me just show you in the component list here, the invisible wall that I put in place just in front of the door. So the person or the player has to unlock that wall with the interactable down below. The invisible wall disappears when the objective complete is reached. That's important. And the objective complete is to unlock the door. So once that's complete, it disappears. All right, and that's just normal settings. And just shorten that up. And you can see here by its required item is the silver bound key to unlock it. And that the links itself down the bottom is the objective to unlock the door. And here is the item, the silver bound key that we added previously. You can locate the invisible wall that we need to add, or that I had added in front of the door. Under details, just type in viz and I used the 20 by 20, which is 24 feet tall, more than adequate to accomplish what we want to do here. But it has full player collision. That means that the player cannot get by it being there. So it has to disappear for them to move through it. Let us go over the settings once again, just to make sure that you can see exactly what's required for the invisible wall. Close that off. So we give it a name, not invisible wall. We'll remove that. We want it to disappear when the objective is complete. In this case, the objective is unlock the door, and the required item is the silver-bound key. And this invisible wall links to the objective unlock exit door. So let's save this off and take it for a spin, and you can see how we interact and where the objects are located as we have placed them on the map. So I'll play the map from here. So we kill off the mobs. These are the guards that are guarding the teleport. Kill them off, because then once they're dead, then the bag will drop with the key. And there's the bag there. So we press F to get the key. See how he knelt down and got that? Pick up the key. We teleport in, kill the boss, and the bag is right there underneath me. Open the bag. We get the special fancy ring, so we can take that back to the street urchin. Teleport back out. And run up to the door. Now that we have the key to get out, and we have the ring that we came in here for initially. And the trail leads right to the invisible wall, as you can see it in the notes there. So we use F to unlock the door, and then you can see the other door is now active to get out. Let's head back into the Foundry tool set. I went ahead and deleted the 2 bags in there because we didn't need them anymore. And you just do that by clicking on the X in the top right hand corner of those item boxes. If you see here the small key bag, we click on that. When you add an interact with object, you are able to select an object to use. In this case, we chose a small bag, and you placed it on the map where you want it. It adds the bag for you. You don't need to add it yourself. And you can see here in our component display, and there's a silk bag there, the one from the boss. There's the object that you selected, and all the items for it. You know, the interact text, what's inside the bag, what gives the player, and so on and so forth. And the objective, get fancy ring. That's associated with that objective in your storyline. So what I'd like to do now is just to do a quick run through on our storyline, how everything fits together. So we start off by speaking with Johnny the street urchin, and we give the animation, the text, then we jump into the advanced dialogue editor, and we fill out the complete conversation there between Johnny the street urchin and the player. An option to opt out at the end there. In the map transition, how we get from the Protector's Enclave into the sewers. And we scroll in, and we selected Market Square Sewer Grate. And the enter sewers when the player hovers over top of the grate with the mouse cursor. We should change that to enter sewers. Once we get inside, we fight our way to the boss's room, and then our first objective is to kill the guards, and those guards are right here, and we have to get the key that allows us to exit out of the sewers. So we kill the guards here, and that's where they all are, and that's a true combat, no wonder. And you can see down the bottom of the links the objective, kill guards. That's in our storyline. The next one is, once we kill the guards, we need to get the exit door key, and that appears on the ground after we kill the guards. And that, if you look in our component tree, there is the small key bag right there. And where we place it on the map, that's where it will spawn. And this objective bag, or the small bag, is right here. This is one that we chose out of the many items that you can choose from. And the interact text, press F to get the key, and then there's the key that's inside the bag. That's what's given to the player. And the links, objective, exit, get exit door key. So once that's done, we have to teleport in and kill the bandit leader. His name is Balaam. And he's located right there in his own little room. And the only way to get to him is to kill the guards and enter through the teleport. Okay, so just the normal settings there for him. True combat, no wonders. And that's attached to that objective. Kill bandit leader. So we kill the bandit leader. The next thing we have to do is get the fancy ring from the bag. And there's the silk bag there, and that's where we placed it, right inside the room where the boss is. And you have your interact text. Press F to open bag, and then the normal animation, duration, and inside the bag is a special fancy ring. That's what's given to the player. Once we have all those items, the next step in our storyline is unlock the exit door. So we need to change this detail of the unlock the door. Invisible wall, we need to get rid of that. And we will do that in a moment. Silverbound key. Go to our component tree. Select our unlock door invisible wall. Remove the text invisible wall. I had put that in there just to make sure that you could see the difference between the invisible wall and the actual door when we went to unlock it. And remember, disappear when the objective is complete. F to unlock, show it, and you're required to have the silverbound key to unlock it, and it's attached to the objective unlock door. Map transition drops us out of the sewer to Protector's Enclave. There's our exit door that we selected from the sewers. I just noticed that fancy was spelt wrong, so I'll have to fix that before I publish it. And lastly, we take and return the fancy ring to Johnny the Street Urchin. Into the advanced dialogue, fill that out. And the reward chest. We selected the reward chest to be in the marketplace in the Protector's Enclave, and that's where the chest is. That's where the player goes to get his rewards. And that's our whole quest. Let's head over and fix that invisible wall. Remove that from the label of the door. The invisible wall, I should say. So we just select that, delete it. Close that, save it. I've gone ahead and corrected the fancy spelling mistake. Let's go ahead and publish this. Get it out there so you guys can have a look at it. Play it, see what we've done. Have fun. This concludes our 5-part mini-series on the basics of the Foundry toolset and its resources. There is so much more. We've only just scratched the surface. Get out there and create your stories and let them be heard. Don't forget to like the videos, and thank you for all the kind comments that you've given me.